Hey dolls, welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Um, okay. It's one thing to say Sophie, Duchess of Whoville, has become the patron of this disabled veterans group and is learning more about the recovery process and so on and so forth. But it's another thing to categorize that as somehow being a portal or a pathway that could see her teaming up with Prince Harry. Ma'am, with no due respect, those days are over. Okay, y'all did not see the benefit of having Prince Harry when you did. And now you want to team up with him now that he's found his footing and is the hottest man alive? A wise scholar, poet, and author, Mike Jones, once said, "Back then, you didn't want me. Now I'm hot, y'all all on me." And I think that really resonates and applies to this scenario because Harry's always been hot, for one, but in that family, you saw no use for Prince Harry then. You don't deserve Prince Harry now. In all the time that she has known Prince Harry, she has never once teamed up with him on any occasion for any reason, and that's because they are two completely different people. Prince Harry is an altruistic, morally upright humanitarian who served Queen and country for a decade. Her background is in failed PR. The Sussexes are gone, and now all you're left with are people who openly hate the public so much and are such terrible actors that it shows. They can't even pretend. They dropped all pretenses with Meghan and now they're struggling to try to pretend again, and they can't. You have these awkward, forced encounters between the royals and the subjects they despise. And I'm old enough to remember that Sophie hates y'all, historically hates the family. You can't say she doesn't. We all heard the tape. We all heard her trash everybody from the queen on down. In addition to loathing the monarchy, the role, everything about the people, she's also woefully unqualified. What does she have anything to do with the military? What does she have anything to do with disabled people? This was the same woman that thought it was appropriate to test out a wheelchair and cosplay a disabled person, smiling and grinning and having a good old time. It was one of the weirdest, most awkward encounters, but that's neither here nor there. This author who wrote this article is a royal contributor for Marie Claire. So clearly, the royals are using headlines like this in order to attach themselves onto Harry and Meghan's ever rising star. Contrary to unpopular, delusional belief, proximity to the crown doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean squat. Being the crown itself doesn't mean squat to anyone anymore. Look at who the occupants are. The people of the UK are fighting for their literal lives right now just to stay alive in this cost of living crisis. No one gives a fig about a crown, any of that. They need food. And the only people who cared about any of that are gone. Y'all have been trying to make fetch happen, and it's not going to happen with Sophie. I'm sorry, not sorry, but no. No, I'm not buying into this propaganda that they're deploying Sophie as some kind of secret weapon to bring back Harry's interest in the royal family and work with them again. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You guys said no thank you to that option, treated him like dirt. And then when he found someone who uplifted and elevated him, you saw that as a threat. So all this trying to save face now, it's too little too late. Harry would never. He has a big heart. It hasn't been destroyed by his family. He is still willing to talk to them and give them a chance, at least to do the right thing. But he would never go back there. He told Anderson Cooper that. He told Michael Strahan that. Like, what isn't clicking? What is it about this loss that is so hard for you people to get over? It was of your own doing. You British tabloid media played the biggest role in orchestrating all of this. You don't get to lament the loss. You don't get buyer's remorse. You don't get grace of any kind. It's only now that you see your pockets drying up, you've realized you've hitched your wagon onto the wrong horse. You're not even actually sorry for what you did. Because between all the "are they coming back" olive branch stories, you guys still write a lot of hate speech. So no, this little headline about, oh, how Harry could possibly work with Sophie on this, he's not. going to work with Sophie on this. She is a terrible person for many reasons, but most of all because she, to date, still refuses to apologize to the family of that lady who her motorcade killed. This is the worst possible person you could be trying to make fetch happen with. It reminds me of when she did that guest role on The Archers. And this same royal correspondent wrote the headline that Duchess Sophie pulled a Princess Margaret with the unexpected showbiz role. Girl. Anyways, this is what the royals deserve. This is what happens when you cannot regulate your emotions, when you are emotionally immature, emotionally unregulated, and you don't have any checks and balances or morals to speak of. You get things like Sophie cosplaying care for military and disabled veterans, and you get people like Camilla cosplaying someone who cares about the National Theater. And I know that there are some amazing, lovely people in the UK. Don't get me wrong, I'm not grouping you guys all together, but this is in fact what the entire country has been reduced to. They know how much the public despises Fred and Gladys, Bill and Kathy, so they send the Wessexes out, or excuse me, the Edinburghs out, and act like they're better. Like somehow, oh, we don't know about them, so here, you can like these two. No, 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 no. We know all about Sophie. She's not scandal free. Her scandal's just buried in a now defunct newspaper. And how laughable is it that the only other person you could find to do this hates your guts? And I do feel bad for the Brits who don't subscribe to this, who were unhappy about the way Harry and Meghan were being treated. I do feel for you guys. But yeah, this is what happens when people like this make decisions on your behalf and represent you. If you're tired of having the most morally reprehensible people on earth lord over you, you have to start standing up for yourself. Join the Republic movement, get involved in your country's politics, and evict these people from those palaces. Turn them into places that work for you. You guys own that land, you own those palaces. What's done with them should be 100% in your control, not the royals. You could have had the real deal. Now you're left with, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is, but good luck with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, buy me a coffee, join the membership, hype the video, do all the things. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Please be safe out there. Be kind to yourselves. And until next time, bye for now.